What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Whiskier. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting so far. It's been great. Today, we're doing a bourbon hunt. We're at J&K Liquors. This is a local store, probably the closest one to me. It's one that I've been looking forward to for a long time now. But every time I came in and tried to talk to the owner, he wasn't there. So finally got to make contact with him, and I know they have some pretty special things in here. So I cannot wait for y'all to see what's on the shelves. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, y'all, so we're here at J&K Liquor in Colorado Springs. I frequent the store a lot. It's probably one of the closest ones to me. They have some great products here, great products on the shelf, and we're about to show you what they got. Cigar cut, first right off the rip, that was kind of hidden for me. Old Elk cigar cut. I know a lot of people love Old Elk in general, but the cigar cuts are kind of hard to come across. They have one left here on the shelf, $139.99. All right, and like I've said in the past, Breckenridge is very popular. You're going to see a lot of this here. This is the J&K store pick. I recommend it at $37.99 for you to just get into whiskey, especially your first single barrel. This is one that I definitely recommend to go to. I have not tasted this one. However, there is a pick that I do want to show you here. I bought, and I've also bought a backup for because it's delicious. You have 291s. They have, I'm not sure if that's all of them, but that looks like a lot. A lot of 291s for you 291 fans. It's here. And then right under it, 10 Cup 14. Not sure if many people find that outside of Colorado as easily as we can here. I see it a good bit here. $70.99 for a 14-year-old whiskey, Colorado whiskey. And I'm a fan of 10 Cup. It's pretty good. I just personally have never had the 10 Cup 14 yet. That's something that I do want. Dexter bourbon again, $59.99 is a pretty great price for Dexter. I love this stuff. Like I've said before, I do like the wheated, but this is really, really good. So have that here. One of the subscribers had reached out to me and told me that they recently bought an Old Bardstown. You know, these sit on the shelf everywhere, and it's Bardstown. So, you know, for those of you that have had this, is it a good sipper? I don't even know. It's a Willet distillery, 101 proof. So 101 proof sounds pretty dang good. I don't know how old this stuff is. It's a sour mash. So if any of you have ever had it, please let me know in the comments right here what you think. Coming down, they have a Widow Jane 10-year and a Widow Jane 13 as well. I'm a huge fan of Widow Jane stuff, especially the Decadence. That's one that I go through anytime I see it, even though it's $100, I think MSRP. I'm always grabbing it all day long. Now, this is probably the biggest selection of pinhook that I've seen in any store in Colorado yet. And I did ask in my Louisiana video, which one would y'all recommend? If there are any right here on the shelf, please tell me which one that you would recommend out of all of these pinhooks. All right, now they do have the Ben Holidays, both of the bottle and bonds, to include the soft red wheat, which might come home with me today. This is something that I don't have on the shelf. I've tried the regular Ben Holiday, really loved it, but I think that I'm going to put this back for now, but this might come home. But there's something else on here on this shelf that I don't have in my cabinet yet that I've been looking for a while. $59.99 for the soft red and $56.99 for the standard. This is it. Okay. So this is the bottle that I've replaced over one time now. Their New Riff single barrel is so good. Y'all have heard me talk about this, how it's like a Christmas tree in a bottle. The proof comes in at 114.4 and is $59.99. I'm buying it all day long. They have a couple cases left of it. It is so good. So the owner actually told me when I was buying this bottle that New Riff had sent them a bunch of samples. None of them were good. He sent them all back, and he was like, look, I'm not going to buy from you unless you give me some good samples. And he was right to do that because they sent him a great selection. This is so good. Y'all have to try to come by this if you're in the area. $59.99. Like I said, such a great price. And then up here, they have a few of the Garrison brothers. It looks like the single barrel, small batch, and I don't even know how to say that. The one up there that's 205. For those of you that have any of the Garrison brothers, which of their lineup would you recommend? Pretty cool that they have that one here because I have seen a few people talk about this one. I know it's not the easiest to find. Yeah. And then here they do have a couple, maybe a few cases left of this Jefferson Reserves Twin Oak. So it's really unique because I think they're one of the few stores, if not the only, in this area that was able to get a Jefferson's Reserve Twin Oak. And from what I hear, these are super, super sweet, more along the lines of your Buffalo Trace type product. Even though it is Jefferson's, and it comes in at 90.2 proof. I wasn't able to try this one, so I can't really give you tasting notes on this, but the owner did say that it is absolutely fantastic, and it's his favorite pick that they got so far. Calumet's the 16, the 14, and the 10. I don't think I've seen the 14 very much. I do see the 15, 16, and I rarely ever see the 10. Calumet's something I've never really dove in before. It's starting to sit on shelves a little bit more, which is pretty unique. I know it used to be pretty allocated, so for those of you Calumet fans, they have it here at a pretty great price from what I've seen compared to most places. And then up top, they have the Penelope Barrel Strength, Rosé Cask, and the Architect. Out of these three that I've had, Barrel Strength and Architect, but preferably the Architect is so dang good. $72 too. It's a great price for the Architect. And then they have the Smoke Wagon. This is one that I've recently done on a couple of YouTube lives. The Smoke Wagon Uncut the Younger. So what I hear about this, the distiller over at Smoke Wagon wanted to come out with a barrel-proof bourbon that's affordable and available for a lot of people to grab. So this one comes in at 114 proof, and it sips way under that. It goes down really smooth. So if you haven't had a Smoke Wagon Uncut the Younger, come grab it. $46.99 is one of the best prices that I've seen around here. So I would come grab it while they have it here. For all you High West fans too, they have the double rye. I've never seen a black label before. I don't know. It says barrel select, so I'm not sure if this is a single barrel. It says that it is finished for 11 months and a blend of straight rye whiskey. 50, so 100, almost 101 proof for this rye. Campfire. Any of you Campfire fans, y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of this, but they have it here. They do have a Yellowstone pick too. I don't think this is necessarily the store's pick, but a lot of times what will happen is some stores might purchase too much, or they might not want all of their selections, so they send it to other stores. So really cool that they have a Yellowstone pick here. This one comes in at 109 proof, $75.99. Now this is the one that I was talking about. A Peerless Double Oaked is pretty insane to see sitting on the shelves. And I say sitting on the shelves because I have come in here probably within the last 2 to 3 months and seen it every single time that I've come in. Constantly gets the Peerless Double Oaked. It's such a great bottle. What a beautiful bottle too. And the juice inside is just fantastic. 108.4 proof. This might come home with me. It'll be tough to decide. We'll figure it out by the end, I'm sure. They have the Barrel Dovetail, the Armida, and then this batch for the Cask Strength Batch 32, along with the Seagrass. So one thing I do want to say is thank you so much for all of you that have been recommending that I try certain things. I was at a bar the other day, was able to get a pour of the Sagamore 8-year rye, and I will say, for every recommendation that I received, y'all were not wrong. This stuff is absolutely fantastic. Probably one of the best ryes that I had this year. It's not spicy whatsoever. It's very sweet, very good. So if you can find a Sagamore 8, I recommend buying it. This is something I'll be adding to my shelf very soon. On top, it looks like they have a good bit of the rarer Bardstown products. They have some Four Squares. They have the Discovery series. I don't know much about them. Just based on the price tag alone, it's a little higher. Obviously, probably MSRP for what it is, but for me to buy a bottle that expensive, I haven't dove into that world yet. So this is actually a Bardstown Discovery Series Batch 5, which I'm pretty sure comes recommended by a lot of people. $142 if you're looking for a Bardstown Discovery Batch 5. They have it here, $142.99. This is also a few of them that they have. So Downtown Fine Spirits and Wine, that's another local spot here. William Oliver's Public House and Brands Beverage. They have 3 different Maker's Mark private selections, which is pretty cool. It's not just one. You could try a bunch of different ones, but these are the stave profiles on each of these barrels. I want to talk real quick about Fox and Odin. $89.99 for this. So what a lot of people don't know, this is actually a Joseph Magnus product, and I've tasted it, and it is so dang good. It's very sugar, a little bit spicy. It's also, let's find the proof on this, 99 proof. Sips at 99 proof, I'll admit, but it is very good, very sweet, and super cool. So Joseph Magnus fans, a little cheaper than the standard lineup, and a little bit more readily available for you. Fox and Odin. This is something I just found on the shelf. I've never seen a Jefferson's Ocean 375 for $38.99. You know, as much controversy around this bottle, I think that's pretty unique that you could try it at least without spending the almost $100 on a regular Jefferson's Ocean. That is really neat. 90 proof, 38.99 for the 375. I've never seen that before. That is so cool. So here we go again with the Green River. Another one that I'm always going to point out every single time because it is so good. Have had the bourbon before. I still want to find a single barrel or the barrel proof of it. So good. And the wheated as well is the one that I keep on the shelf all the time. Super tasty. It's a great thing if you're looking for those Wellers or any other wheaters. $37.99 here for both of these selections. Have it on the shelf and they have plenty of it.
Got the Nuggets label.
Oh, yeah. Little Jim Beam Nuggets label. That's cool. You know, White Label is actually the most sold whiskey in the world.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Fireball.
Jim Beam White Label. All right, so this is something that I saw in a bar the other day, but I've personally never, we were kind of talking about it. This is something I've never seen before, a Jim Beam single barrel. Selected batch, and it comes in at 108 proof. Dude, a Beam single barrel. This is something I have never seen on the shelf. If it's common in your area, please let me know. I might be crazy. I might have skipped over this a million times, but I've never seen it before. So the last thing we'll talk about here is the case. I've seen Knob Creek 12. They have Henry McKenna 10 back here. Peerless Double Oak Rye is the only store I've ever seen it at. They did let me know every single thing in this cabinet is for sale, first come, first serve. They have the Bardstown Fusion Series, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, a barrel, private barrel release, selected by Yes Please for $105. They have Cask Strength 23A1 selection too. That's pretty cool. Sweetens Cove. This is the Peyton Manning whiskey. Yeah. So like I said, all these are first come, first serve. I was really impressed by this Peerless Double Oak Rye. It's something I've never seen before. Blue Run stuff for any of you Blue Run fans. Not many stores here carry it either. I'm going to be real with you.
All right, y'all, like I said, they had some fantastic products in there, great prices, and I was just told they're actually going to expand the store to get even more products. It was tough for me to decide what I'm going home with today. It was between 3 bottles, but this is the bottle that I'm going home with today, a Peerless Double Oaked at 108 proof, $89.99 for this bottle. Can I just say too, I love the way Peerless bottles look. They are fantastic. Peerless Double Oaked is one of my favorite juices. It is so good. Definitely my favorite in the Double Oaked lineup. What I had a hard time deciding in between, and Nate behind the camera here decided he was going to buy it. He is going home with the Ben Holiday Soft Red Wheat. Now, I know some of you might have been like, oh, you should have picked up that one. And then some of you were going to say, oh, you should have picked up that one. So I guess it's the best of both worlds because we each got one. So super excited. Obviously, I'm going to be able to try this. Nate's going to be able to try this. He's never had Peerless Double Oaked. I know it's hard to find in some areas, but this is what we grabbed today, guys. Super excited. I can't complain. Such a small store, almost tucked away right by a grocery store here in Colorado Springs, but fantastic people. It's family owned. The guy and his wife both run this place, so come support. Let them know Whiskier sent you. They do have some Double Oaked left. Anything behind that cabinet is first come, first serve. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.